Okay, today I'm going to go over some pointers when you practice at home. Okay, and that's very important for a lot of us to do it right. Okay, especially working at home or wherever without your sensei, you have to know what you should be focusing on. Okay, and well, I want you to know the reason why you're practicing. You practice suburi, especially suburi. Okay, one very important thing is that you learn correct form. That is the very most important part of your training. Okay, especially suburi. Suburi is empty cuts, right? Now, number two, when you do empty cuts, you gain physical endurance as well. Okay, so that's good. But if you are an adult, right, and you don't have many access to dojo, right, or teachings, it's very important for you to look for a dojo with a good teacher, Kendo teacher, of course, right, who are affiliated to Kendo Federation. All right. Otherwise, you don't know what they are teaching. Okay. Kendo. If you don't know about Kendo, you go to a dojo, and you might learn something else. A lot of people do that. So please do know that you might not do Kendo if you choose a wrong dojo. Alright, but if you know where to go to find a dojo, it's easy to find a correct dojo, right? But anyway, now, if you're alone, right, alone at home like this, right, and you start from how to stand, okay, heels together, right, this is number one thing, heels together, but don't be too flat like this, right? We say 45 degrees between the toes, all right? 45 degrees, okay? Now stand. So this is good way to have your center of gravity down, all right? And keep your ears, shoulders, hip bones, right? Knees, ankles, they're all the same line. Okay, I hope my lines are, I mean my ears and everything is on the same line, aligned together, right? And that's very important. Of course, you can use a wall and have your back of the head, shoulders, and butt, heels touch. No, you don't have to have heels touching, but make sure you can do that. A lot of people, I saw many people, right, cannot even touch. Their shoulders cannot even touch the wall, a wall. They're like this. Okay, if you have such posture, all right, it's very hard to do Kendo. So if you're serious about Kendo, I don't know why you have this kind of posture. Okay, maybe you do a lot of computing work. That's what we do nowadays, right? In the modern world, a lot of computers, and we don't use these muscles, sludge on the couch like that. Whatever the reason, you have bad posture, you have to fix it. Now you might need to see a doctor or a chiropractor or whatever. Okay, whatever you need to see, you go and see them and ask their professional opinions about your posture and learn how to fix it. If you go like that, of course, you are squeezing or pushing your lungs small. all right? And you'll get tired really quickly anyway if you do Kendo or any type of exercise. So make sure you have a good posture, chest open, okay? And chest open and shoulders are down. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm crooked, aren't I? Maybe camera should be straight, but I don't know how to do it. I probably need a tripod, but it's a lot of, well, anyway. Okay, so make sure your shoulders down. Okay, shoulders down. And when you have your chest out, if you go like that, as you can see, now I have an arch here. Okay, so make sure it's not like this. Keep them down. Okay, when this happens, it's too much. So you have to relax your chest. How do you want to do it? Imagine there's an energy ball here. Isn't it like Iron Man? Energy ball here. Okay, now it's sticking out too much. So you have to lower this energy ball and connect with. This is called Seika Tanden. Okay, Tanden. Tanden, Seika Tanden, Chu Tanden, Jo Tanden. Okay, these are energy fields. Okay, this is going up too much. So you have to drop it. Drop it, but don't roll your shoulders in. Okay? Relax your chest. So this will connect. This won't connect. You know, just imagine you're gonna drop. Okay? So the whole body will go down. This is going up, and you want to relax. That means you want to have your gravity down, but because your chest is pulling you up, it's hard to bring your gravity down. Right? So make sure you check your posture first, right? And then nice and relax, okay? Feel the relaxation, okay? How relaxed you are, okay? And then we're gonna do Sonkyo, right? Sonkyo, but down, right? When you do sit in Sonkyo Seiza, let's say do Seiza. So when you do Seiza, a lot of people do this. But if you go like that, it's no way, you know, you can keep balance. You're going forward. So when you sit in Seiza, what you want to do is left foot back, all right? Left foot back, and left knee bent. Bend your left knee and down, okay? Straight down, and like this. Okay, and again, ears, shoulders, hip bones, all aligned together. Okay, and then bow. Bow. Some people do this. All right, rolling shoulders like this. Now it's important to keep this posture. Okay, and bend from your hip bone like this. Okay. So don't roll. If you roll, your body is going that way, but that's exactly opposite way that you want to go. Okay, you want to go this way, but your body is going that way, so no way you can go lower. So from here, stomach has to go forward. Okay, forward, right, and then bow on. You don't have to say this, but breathe out, breathe in. Okay, back to where you were. Okay, and then we're going to come up. Okay, kiza. So you can settle here and then go straight up. Okay, if it's hard for you to go up. Imagine, I talked about Jo Tanden, Shu Tanden, Seika Tanden, right? Now imagine one thing you can do. Imagine all the energy is going up to your forehead. Okay? Now you have to be lighter. You want to go up, not down. So you have to have your center of gravity up. Or someone is pulling you from the ceiling, okay? And you go, whoop, wow. Okay? Or there's another way. If you push your body backwards like this, it's easier for some reason, okay? And then forward, okay? If you, this is kind of side talk. If you have pins and needles in your legs because you sat too long, don't go forward. Go backwards first. The reason is because you sit like this for a long time and you have pins and needles. When you go forward, it's like this. And you go, this happens seriously. So go backwards and don't go forward. And as soon as you get up, don't go forward. If you have pins and needles, you will fall. I know some people did in the past. So that's a great pointer, right? So be careful if you have to sit for a long time. Okay, this one, okay, tall, right? Tall. Now, make sure this posture doesn't change. You take a step forward, right? And when you grab your sword, V here, V. These things are in my videos. Okay, some of videos or multiple videos say the same thing. So you can go over if if you haven't watched other videos. I'm just going through the quick pointer. Now, make sure you don't have your hands all up against this handguard. The reason is if you do that, you're going to use these muscles too much. Okay, these muscles. And as a result, you're going to have your wrist will be fixed. So your strike will be like this, right? We don't want that. So make sure you have V here. That's the reason. I'm going to V, okay? And then shoulders down. I'm just going to share some pointers when you lift up, swing, lift up, okay? Of course, we're going to have a footwork together later. But now, okay, keep your shoulders down. Number one, keep your shoulders down. Now, how can I spring with our shoulders down? A lot of people go like this, ha, ah, like that, right? Now, breathe out. Now, some relax, right? And start moving your left wrist like this, too. And Kensai goes up, right? Kensai goes up. Okay, now, from here, shoulders still down. Shoulders still there. Shoulders still there, okay? Shoulders still there. Shoulders still there. Now, imagine as you lift your shoulders down, your shoulder blade is going down. All right. I don't know if that's how it works for real, but imagine your shoulder blade is going down, so your arm will come up. Okay. If you don't imagine like that, if you use only shoulders, this happens. Okay. I saw a lot of people do that. So from here, shoulder blades down, shoulder blades down, shoulder blades down. When you imagine that, okay, now you can most likely, I don't say differently, but most likely your shoulders stay down. Okay? And when you strike, don't strike like this, right? Feel, move this forward. Okay, move this forward. And then at this point, okay, it's just straight, right? Now the gravity is going down, straight down. right? So from here, if you're relaxed, you can feel your sword is going down, so it's pulling you back. If you're relaxed, you can feel that, okay? And I feel the weight of my shinai pulling down, right? Okay, now I know I'm relaxed, but I don't want to go that way, I want to go that way. So from here, instead of going like that, now I'm going to drop see, here, my left hand, I'm starting dropping left hand, okay? So when you drop in left hand, at the same time, of course, right hand will come forward. So it's not individual movement, all right? That's why it's important for you to watch at the same time as you listen, because if you just listen, I can only say one thing at a time. So when I say start moving your left hand, but as you can see, when I move my left hand down, my right hand also moves, right? So it's not like only left hand like this. All right, so please watch carefully. Left hand moves and right hand follows because shinai moves forward, right? At this point, not much pulling force is going backwards because of the gravity comes right here. Now, if I go forward, now I can feel the weight. Shinai's weight is going forward instead of backwards. It's easy to imagine, right? Like that. Now, if you're relaxed, it just falls forward, okay? Because that's kind of physics, right? This has weight, and this is a stick. It has center of gravity. This one, it goes down. But if I go like this, now it wants to go forward. And I have, this is fulcrum, so if I just stay like this, it goes like this, right? Okay, so from here, the same thing, go forward. And then now, I don't feel any weight pulling backwards or pushing forward. I don't feel anything because it's straight. But if I go like this, shinai start moving forward. Now it's time to go all the hands, everything is moving forward. Everything moving forward. Let it happen. You don't need power, okay? You don't need to push the sword like that, okay? Now that's all the power. Now, that's it, okay? That's all you need to do. So first you have to feel your weapon, how it's moving, okay? That's very important, especially for adults. Now, when I was a kid, those people who are basically who started Kendo when they were a kid, we did this without thinking thousands and thousand times. All right, when I was a kid, junior high, high school, just going through the motion without thinking. So I had that many years to learn how to relax without thinking. Now, if you just started Kendo, let's say you're 30 years old, maybe 25, you don't have the precious time, right, that I had. From I started my Kendo at the age of 7, and I went to New Zealand when I was 20, so 13 years of Kendo practice. You don't have that time. Now, if you are now 25, in 13 years, you will be 38, right? You have to shorten that period. I believe you can do it because you're an adult. You can control yourself. that is the strength we have, adults have. Control self. All right? So don't worry about this too much. Worry about yourself. Okay? Be selfish for this moment. All right? Selfishness is number one enemy in martial arts. But for now, just think about controlling yourself. Control your strength. Control your power. Control your mind. All right? So if you want to strike fast, yes, certainly it's fast. That's all. You're not relaxed. It's not very, power efficient, and it's not very effective because you're this, right? So relax, relax, relax. Okay? And if you do it right, when you do it right, sword is moving forward. Now that means it's pulling you forward. So let it happen. Right foot, nice and relaxed. Swinging with footwork, for example, go like this, right? Go like that. Okay, and swing forward. Let it happen. Right foot relaxed, and go. Right. So you should feel this momentum, and your body is pulled forward. All right. So Kendo is very unusual. Kendo has unusual movements. But if you kind of take your time and do it, you can kind of think, oh, all right, that's very normal. Nice and relaxed, right? And go. Right? So we don't want to just go forward like that. What happens here is go, right? We call it OKURI-ASHI. OKURI-ASHI is Kendo basic footwork. Right foot always forward, left foot always back. Okay? We can switch as well. We can switch if you have stance, different type of stance, left foot forward, we can do that too. Okay? But you can practice both. But if you belong to a dojo, and my suggestion is you practice both on your own time. And I strongly believe we should be able to do both. But at the same time, this is very common, right foot forward, left foot back, right? And that is what you do at the dojo all the time. All right, so, and to balance it out, I think we should do. I personally think, again, my personal opinion, left foot forward, and you go. See, it's clumsy because I don't do that a lot. All right, so I've been doing this for over 40 years. Okay, and I switch my feet. I'm clumsy. So I think it's a good thing. So I know how beginners feel. So I can kind of, okay, how can I teach myself what I always teach the beginners, right? So from here, nice and relaxed, I can even switch my hand. Again, at your own time. Don't do that at the dojo. If your sensei doesn't like it, don't do it. You don't have to upset other people because you want to do something different. Going like that. Right? Kind of same thing. So, important thing is you relax. Why do you have to relax? You have to feel the weight of your weapon, get the sword. And that's only method, only thing that you know that you can relax. You're relaxed. I feel the weight. That means I'm relaxed. I don't feel the weight. Okay, I feel like, oh, I'm strong, but actually I'm grabbing so tight. That's why. Okay, and other thing is keep your knees straight towards your opponent, right? In other words, if you don't have an opponent, just face straight where you're looking at. See, if you're like that, duck feet, keep your knees forward. It's easier. When we tell people to have your feet forward, straight forward, it's harder. But knees, it's easier. Knees, straight. So if you have hard time, all right, change how you walk. If you walk like that, change it. Okay? Change, because walking like this for the, let's say, how long? 23 hours of your day. Maybe you're gonna sleep, so maybe 16 hours of your day you walk like this, right? And then maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours of your day, right, you fix it like this. And after training, you start walking like this. So you never learn, okay? I think you know what I mean. So you take Kendo, you bring Kendo to your daily life if you really want to learn. If you don't want to change how you walk, you know, this you feel comfortable, you don't want to walk knees straight like this, okay? Probably you cannot do Kendo. All right? The reason is if you go like this, right? Like I said, Kendo, you know, we have one opponent in front of us, so we are going to strike one person in front of us. You can do this and you look around, you know, and then as you see the movement, you can probably fight. That's different story. Okay, so Kendo and some, you know, let's say Kenjutsu, yes, we were the same. We were back in the old days, but Kendo took its own course. Now we have only one, what do you call it, an enemy or opponent. So slightly different. Okay, so that is a fact actually. So we don't stand like this, all right? So relatively straight, and I don't say if it's a little bit outwards like that, I don't say, I personally don't, but it has a disadvantage and also advantage as well. But as a beginner, for when you're a beginner, I suggest you just keep your knees straight, okay? Focus on your knees. Don't worry about feet, knees straight, okay? From here, and then go poop. Right? And so relax and drop, start dropping, and you stop, okay? Relax, and you gotta stop your sword. So if you swing too hard, you cannot stop, right? It's like the same as driving. If you go too fast, you cannot stop, all right? You have relative, you know, so as you get used to it, and if you just go and you can stop, that's fine. Okay, you can go as fast as you want, right? But if you can't stop, wherever you want, and then that's a problem. So you have to learn how to control first, all right? You control yourself, you control the swing, not the other way around. Never other way around. So you have to control your body to control this, okay? So from here, up, okay? So these things, I mean all over, but these things are very, very important pointers in Kendo, especially when you do it yourself, okay, at home, right? So just going through the motions at home is just, if that's a repeating bad habits, you better not to do it, all right? So you just do it when sensei or other people can correct you, all right? So when you're at home, what you practice is whatever you learned at the dojo or here, you just think about it. Okay, how is this? How's this? How's this? You know, in front of a mirror or glass, so you can see your posture and all. And then what's this? What's the difference between experienced Kendo practitioner and you? Compare those. Okay, he's doing this. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm not. He's doing this, so I should be doing that too, right? So that is how you study. All right.